Welcome to yet another video. Today we're gonna be making some French toast. To do that, I've prepared here. Alright, did you like that movement? Okay, so I've prepared here some bread, 3 eggs. I think that 3 eggs will suffice. I'm planning to be making like 3 toasts, so 1 egg per toast. I think that would be enough. We will also be using some milk, so I brought that here. And I've also brought a tea that I'm preparing. As you can see, I'm already running out of tea, so we're making the second batch to just keep going. I've been enjoying tea a lot recently, so yeah, new type of toast, new type of beverage. Okay, so we want to cut the bread. We want to cut it on slices that are about 2 fingers thick. That's a bit of a unusual measure, not metric of course, but for those it will be okay. So right about over here, we want to be cutting our toasts. So the toasts are not that big, so it's not like the usual toast that I'm used to. It's from ciabatta bread. That usually it's a bit bigger, the slice. So I think that 3 will be good enough. Today I wanted to make like a more substantial breakfast than usual, just because well, today is Sunday. In case that you are watching this a different day, and I usually just prepare the breakfast, start editing the videos. Well, usually not, it's more like a recent thing, but you know what I mean. And then I'm just working all the day through till almost dinner time. So I need a more substantial breakfast than usual. So 1 more slice of bread. Okay. So that's looking fairly good. I don't know if maybe we can even make 4. I like even numbers. Let's go with 4. I'd rather have 4 than 3. Okay. So this will be our breakfast. Cool. Let's quickly put this onto a plate. Here's our toasts, ready plated, not prepared yet. So we're gonna be using these 3 eggs, and I just hope I don't spill egg all around the living room. Why am I not recording this video on the kitchen? Well, because my kitchen's lighting sucks. So the living room it is. Also, I set up the camera in here to be able to record. Previously I was recording with 2 cameras. So one was capturing the audio, because one could capture the audio with better quality, and the other one was capturing the video, just because it has more video quality. And then I had to put both things together, and it was a complete mess. So I had one camera that had slightly lower audio and slightly lower video than the best of both, but it's decent enough, so that's the one we're using now. Let's get to cooking. I'm gonna just use the brim of the bowl. You're usually, well, I'm gonna do it on the table. You're not supposed to crack your eggs on the brim of the bowl, just because some egg particles from the cell might come into the bowl. I've already washed the eggs, so that shouldn't really be a problem. But let's do things right, and let's use the edge of the table. Maybe like this edge. Maybe an edge that if I screw up won't cause an issue, but this one. Right. Well, I mean, egg particles are flying whenever I crack the egg, so probably following the recommendation has been a good idea. Alright, just gonna grab a paper towel. Now we have a place to put the eggs once they are cracked. Let's go for the second one, and let's hope that it goes as good as the first one did. Alright. I'm not even like putting any egg on the table, which is nice. This is looking fairly decent, Okay, let's put all the egg in there. Let's go for the last one. I could have learned a fancy trick, one of those crack the egg with one hand, but I just wanted to be safe. Like if I was in the kitchen, I wouldn't be caring that much. That's because the kitchen is just way easier to clean. At the end, this is wood and not like stone or anything. So I'm being extra careful. I don't fully enjoy sweet toasts, so we are gonna be putting some salt into our egg batter. There's not too much, just a little bit. Let's put a bit more. That should be enough. I don't want just like my toast to be sweet. Like toast, for me at least, they are supposed to be savory. So that's what we are going for. Alright, let's get to buttering the butter. As you can see, I don't usually like butter my eggs. I just either throw them in the pan whole or just scramble them slightly on the pan. Like I rather have like the full egg experience, so I don't have that much. I'm not that used to buttering, so don't come here for recommendations on how to butter, unfortunately. I saw a video before doing this one, and you were supposed to put your hand straight and be doing all of the movement from the top of your arm rather than from just the wrist. And I mean, I guess that has more sense if you are like buttering a bigger quantity of eggs, just because you could do more force that way. But for this amount of eggs, it really doesn't matter. Okay, I think butter's ready. I brought the milk over here just to put some in. Will this fall if I leave it loose? Apparently not. We'll be keeping an eye on it because this utensil has the tendency of just whoop and throwing egg all around everywhere. Just a touch of milk. That's probably not the measure that you would like to have, but let's say not too much, not too little. I like my egg batter a bit runny with the milk, that's for sure. Just because in Spain there's a similar dish called torrijas, if you want to Google that use a... I don't think that it even has egg on that batter, it's just bread, milk, and then it's fried. So this will be slightly closer to that one, just with a lot of eggs. So a bit of a Spanish version on the French toast. Also, as far as I know, the French toast is supposed to be sweet, but as I said, mine's not gonna. Okay. So this is looking good. Let's not be dirty and clean as we go, and then we will be putting our toast into the batter. So everything's clean, everything's tidy, and we are gonna be pouring our second tea. Usually you put the milk last, so but since I wanted to put the milk back into the fridge, just that it wasn't sitting over here, I just poured some onto the glass. And let's hope that I haven't poured too much milk, otherwise this will overfill. So let's be careful while we throw our tea in. Okay. Okay, quarantine. Good. Yep. No more tea can go in. Let's not overfill this. Tasty. Slightly more milky than I'm usually used to. And yeah, we'll still have some more water in here for later. Okay, so let's put our toast into the butter. I think that we can do it 2 at a time. I hope at least that that's the case. Yeah. So 2 toasts at a time, and they're just soaking in all of the butter in. And we are gonna be making it, of course, in 2 batches. Okay, our toasts are soaked in the egg butter. Let's put them aside. Yep. I've used this bread before, and it doesn't require like that much butter to get completely soaked. So that's good. Maybe I should have just stick to 3 toasts. 4 seems to be a bit too much for the amount of butter that we made, but it will suffice, I just thought that since I overpoured a bit more milk, or at least it felt to me like that was the case, that there would be enough butter for the extra toast. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, let's just move them slightly. Usually you want to have them soaking onto the butter for longer. You want them completely filled with the egg butter. But it's good enough, One positive thing that I can say about not having made like just that much butter is that we are not making everything just completely filled with egg. Those are my toasts. They are looking nice. They're a bit under moist, I would say. Maybe 4 eggs for 4 toasts would have been the goal. I just put a little bit more egg on top of them so that it keeps soaking. That's good. Let's clean this up. Toasts are ready. Let's just pour the rest of the tea that we have over here quickly. That's good. Great. Let's put some condiments to our toast. So I'm gonna put just a touch of salt on 2 of them. Alright, just a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper, freshly grounded black pepper. Okay, I don't know if French cuisine uses that much black pepper or not, but pepper just reminds me of French cuisine. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I know that it's used like on Italian cuisine, like carbonara at least. But yeah, in Spain it's also used. So let's put some cinnamon and nutmeg on our toasts. So 2 with salt and pepper and 2 with cinnamon and nutmeg. So this is nutmeg. Unfortunately, I don't have nutmeg to grind it, to put a bit of fresh grounded nutmeg on, but pre-grounded one would be good enough. Okay, not too much, just a touch. We don't want to make this sweet, just to have a reminder of sweetness. So not actually sweet, but just a different flavor. Good. Now we're gonna be heading to the kitchen. We're gonna be making our toasts.
The bread was just too messy and was getting stuck to the bottom of the toaster. Nonetheless, I kept going. I'd lowered the temperature of the toaster and made sure that the other toast had an appropriate height. The problem was that I was making a scale, so I just bumped up the heat slightly. The third one ended up looking almost perfect, so I was very happy with that one. And thankfully for the fourth one, I noticed that it was too tall, just like the first one was. So to fix that, I just trimmed a bit from the bottom of the toast, and that was enough to make it fit properly into the toaster. With that, my fourth toast were beautifully done. I had to flip the first one so that no one else could see that it was burnt. But at the end, I ended up embracing my mistake and flipped it back again. Finally, I managed to clean the toaster without scratching it even more, so I was very happy with my toasty results. Now it's time to enjoy our breakfast.
Our toasts are finally ready. Let me just quickly show them closer to the camera. Can I? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are toasts. This one burned a bit. This one was the first one, so had a bit of an issue with that one. It was a bit. So if you see, this one's the tallest, and I just quite. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see. But this one's the tallest out of them, so it was closer to the top of the toaster, and yeah, it just burned. It was not the worst thing. Also, I had the toaster setting for maximum power, and that was not quite necessary for this recipe. Let me just put the camera right there. Okay, that's looking nice. That's looking nice. So, since our toasts are our toasts are savory, they're not sweet. I'm gonna put on them some savory toppings. So you usually want on your sweet French toast to put something like fruit, maybe some strawberries, maybe some blackberries, some syrup, honey, something like that. But we are gonna be using some cottage cheese and some ham. So I think I'm just gonna go 2 with cottage cheese and 2 with ham. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. So not too much at the end, like our toast are already packed with protein and flavor just from the egg and the condiments that we put on them. But just to give them a bit of an extra touch. So Yeah, that's looking really nice. I love this cottage cheese. I don't know if it's available outside of Spain. Like it's just high on protein and yeah, like it's high on protein. It's cottage cheese, low on fat. Pretty much has everything that you want. Let's just put some ham on two of them. Good. So this will be our final recipe. This will be our final recipe. I hope I hope that you have enjoyed it. Hope that you have enjoyed it, and that maybe you are now willing to try to make some French toast. It's not a dish that I make like not even every month. I make it just from time to time. It's not too time consuming. It takes about an hour, so it could be, given that it's supposed to be a breakfast, it might be a bit too long to make. But in general, it's not like too long of a dish. And you can also use a pan instead of a toaster that can make French toast. So yeah, I'm gonna just be enjoying my breakfast. It's gonna be a really good start of the day, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye! Oh, it tastes really good. You definitely could have used a little bit more butter. But I mean, for one person, like 3 eggs is enough. Maybe I'm just making too many toasts. Okay. Surprisingly, cinnamon, nutmeg, and ham goes really well together. The more you know. Good with this.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Click the subscribe button, like and subscribe.